y'all? Welcome to the 4th of July edition of the Anything Goes show.
Anything Goes show. It's midnight. I'm sorry for cutting you off, Combat, but it's midnight.
I'm used to it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's midnight, so we thought we'd do a little 4th of July special for you.
I am Combat All-Star, as you all know, and this is...
I'm just simply Tasha.
Simply Tasha.
Yeah.
And today, since it's 4th of July and everything, we wanted to talk about the country, and how far it's come and where it's got to go. And, today is what? It's the 239th, America is 239 years old today.
Wow, that's so young.
Yeah.
When I think of America, I think we've been around for like a long time. I don't know why. I think we've been around for like thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah.
I forget.
It's funny because it's only 3 lifetimes, because people live to be about 80 years old, so that's about three
around.
Maybe, about 3-4 lifetimes, right?
I'd say 2.5, because it's 239.
Okay, so 2.5 lifetimes. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah. So it's if you think of the oldest country in the world, which is China. Who's been around for thousands of years, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then, young behind America, was one of the last countries, so it's kind of cool, to see that, America has come from, Native Americans to, the Pilgrims that came here, to all the racial stuff that
Black,
went on.
white, yeah.
A lot of messed up stuff that happened, and then how fast we've, recovered. We went from, there's people that are still alive that were around during segregation and civil, and stuff like that. And then now you got black president, and then gay marriage is legalized.
Right.
So,
that's a powerful thing.
Yeah. I mean, and that's all in one lifetime. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of change really quickly, and it's easy to forget. Because us as human beings only live so long. It's easy to forget, that we've come a long way so quickly. I remember, Tasha, you were talking about that woman who's...
Yeah, and her name is, she plays the sergeant detective on Law & Order. Her name is Sharon. She makes sure not to get her middle name right, wrong, so I'll make sure I say it right. It's Sharon Apatha. China and Chinese history, maybe you can let us know, give us some insight. Because honestly, we don't know, very much about it. So
Yeah, and I mean,
yeah,
if
it'd
you
be
know,
cool to know.
and if you know your American history, you know that this country was very about money and industry and things of that nature. So you had like the Rockefellers and you had the
Ford.
Goodyears and people like that who are all about money. So when you have so many people that are all about money and all about building their business, the economy is going to be strong. So it takes only 239 years for a country to be a superpower, and then you have those other countries who don't value those things, and maybe they are a third world country because of that. So I mean that's another factor too. You get what I'm saying?
Well, sort of, kind of.
Yeah. So it's like you have those countries like I guess we're using China a lot. China who that they're like I'm not sure about the last couple hundred years, but I know back in the day they valued just life and living, and they
I
traded
see
a
what
lot.
you mean. Actually had a discussion with somebody about that,
Right.
and why America we move so fast as a
Nation, country.
as a nation, yeah,
Mhm.
because we're very what's the word I'm trying to think of? We're very innovative. We're always thinking about the future, future. So
Mhm.
that's how we move. Like we're very fast paced, and I think that's a lot of I don't know. For me, it's like we think a lot towards the future, and that's why we move so fast. We can't stay stuck in one place.
Well, I mean, yeah, Japan, who's one of the forefront countries in technology, period, and they're always thinking about the future. But I don't think their economy is nowhere near as good as ours.
Ours is not really that good though.
I mean, but if you look at the exchange rate, the dollar, I think the pound is valued more than the dollar is, and I think Canadian money. I'm not sure what their currency is called, but they're valued more over the dollar as well. But the dollar is king, for like 97% of the world. So our economy is doing a lot better than those other countries are.
You got to bring facts now.
No, these are facts.
So our dollar worth is a lot more than
Oh yeah, that's why
Japan.
That's why when you go over to Japan or if you go over to China, any country you want to go to, except for the few that I named, like $1 equals like a lot of more units of their currency is
I gotcha.
it's like so like 150 yen. I'm just ballparking here, y'all.
Yeah.
Like 150 yen equals like $5. You know what I'm saying? Because a dollar is worth more.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting to know, and I'm really big on history, like I said before. So
yeah, we want to stay on topic. As far as the independence and celebrating that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's 4th of July.
I will always remember 4th of July as being the day that Will Smith went up there, fought those aliens. You know what I mean? With that dude from Jurassic Park. And
Jeff Goldblum.
It was epic. Independence Day.
Yeah. So, actually, I wanted to ask you, Combat. What is the reason for Independence Day? Because I don't really know the history behind it.
Well, I mean,
is that one? Yeah, I think I have a theory, but I don't really know.
It's basically independence from the Britons. Because back in the day, basically what happened is America was basically a land that were basically taken from the natives, and it had a lot of resources that Britain didn't have. So they sent people over, these workers, almost like I guess what you would consider miners back in the day. And they sent them over here to America.
Keep it interesting, Combat.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to get my facts straight.
All right.
They sent these people over here, these workers, to go ahead and farm the natural resources like trees and stuff like that. A lot of things that Britain didn't have. So it was like a long-term gig. So you had to live there, and they were colonists. So they didn't have states. There were all different colonies there that were doing the thing. And then they decided that I can't remember exactly what happened. But I guess they were taxed wrong, or they were being treated wrong. So they basically revolted against the Britons. And
yeah, I do remember that. You basically had a race. It was all Britain, and then you had it was like a power thing.
Right.
You had a group of people that were in power that would kind of I don't even know what you'd call it, but they basically they had the other group of people working like crazy, and they treated them like crap, and they didn't like that.
They were basically low-income factory workers, was what it came down to. And to have that job, you had to relocate from Britain over to America, and that was the gig. So after being treated bad, or tracks bad, or however it broke down, they revolted and was like, you know what, we have a lot of resources here. We ain't got to keep doing this and give the resources over there. Revolt, and the British are coming, all that kind of stuff. The rest is history.
I feel like we're kind of becoming like the History Channel.
You know what?
Combat.
You know what? You know what? There was I was reading online today that people actually think that America is 2015 years old.
Oh, I don't know why.
Because it's 2015.
Oh, just because it's that year doesn't mean America started. It's 2015 years ago.
I was like, are you kidding me? Like, it was like real news, like really in the news. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So what if I'm gonna come to the History Channel? I like history.
I'm just saying you want to keep it short and simple. It's midnight. We're supposed to do something sweet.
You know what?
And
Stop
short
saying
and
that.
simple.
They're listening to this on the 4th of July at work or at
man.
home. It don't matter where we recorded this thing.
Look, that's just how I like to. Okay, I'm just letting people know it's midnight. Yeah, for me. Okay, it's midnight. You're supposed to be doing some short and simple for the people.
Anyway, happy 4th of July, y'all. Tasha being a little sourpuss.
I'm not being a sourpuss.
So happy 4th of July. What's your favorite thing to do on 4th of July? Do you like going out barbecuing, slicing up some watermelon, throwing fireworks? What do you guys like to do? What are you going to do tonight? What are you going to do today? And if you're listening to this after 4th of July, what are you going to do next year? So let us know.
Peace.
Peace out.